I'm here with Ravi Patil, Director of Cybersecurity and Compliance at Broadcom's Mainframe Software Division. With more than 20 years in IT, Ravi has led security, strategy, and product roles at Broadcom, IBM, and Ford Motor Company. Welcome.
Thank you, Amanda. Glad to be here.
So I want to just dive right in. I think security is a mystery to some folks in the mainframe space, so I'm hoping you can clear some things up.
Indeed.
We know that security and compliance are evolving continually. Given the expanding sophistication of threats and the increasing frequency of regulatory change, what is Broadcom highlighting its share around securing hybrid environments?
We're really keying in on the customer challenge of regulatory compliance. Now, cybersecurity is all about making your environment secure, but compliance is proving that you're secure. So there's an interplay between security and compliance. So we're featuring ways that customers can respond to audit requests at the click of a mouse and generate the answers to most commonly asked questions during audits. And we're also featuring capabilities in our continuous monitoring solutions that enable mainframe organizations to understand if a cyber attacker has actually penetrated the system.
Great, and we know that hybrid environments only increase this complexity, right?
Absolutely. The attack surface has increased now that the mainframe is literally just an API call away from all of the action. So as we look to the future and as more hybrid use cases become instantiated, we see more collaboration between mainframe security organizations and their cloud and distributed counterparts.
What are those most pressing security challenges you're seeing for mainframe right now?
Quite frankly, I see two areas that are of a major challenge. One is that compliance activities have gone from a once or twice a year activity to a daily occurrence. Because of GDPR, for example, that's talking about the data. And so you have lines of business now pounding on the mainframe security teams asking for answers to audit questions. So responding to audits is one key challenge, and that consumes a lot of time. And that actually is getting in the way of security, of mainframe professionals enacting more security controls to improve security posture. So it's really about the challenge of trying to be proactive in a world where you're forced to be reactive, and that's where we're investing here at Broadcom.
And what steps do you suggest that mainframe customers take to gain the advantages from continuous monitoring?
Okay, so you're zeroing in on continuous monitoring. It's a very important area. We have sat back here at Broadcom and actually it was such a fun series of meetings, asked ourselves if we were the bad guys, if we were the threat actors, exactly what would we do if we had access to the mainframe? And we came up with a dozen really critical areas of the mainframe, and now we've offered within Compliance Event Manager, our continuous monitoring tool, out-of-the-box monitors. So think of CEM as the alarm on your house, sending you an alert when something suspicious has happened. We have that out of the box available, and the user experience is so good that within 15 minutes of installing CEM, you could be monitoring hundreds of LPARs. In our latest release, which we had this past spring, we have a web user interface that allows you to implement continuous monitoring on the mainframe without any scripting languages. It's all through the mouse and a few commands.
I know that you've been working in the security space with Broadcom for a long time. Can you talk about maybe a real-world example of where Broadcom security capabilities prevented or mitigated a threat?
Sure. I find that some of the best customer examples come in random hallway conversations in places like this, at Share. So one story I'll relate to you is that corporations these days have internal pen testing teams that are hacking the cloud distributed and mainframe environments. Now the trick in this is they don't tell their own organization that this is happening. It's on the onus of the security administrators to catch it and report it right away. So one customer had implemented CEM, Compliance Event Manager, on the mainframe, and because they were using these out-of-the-box policies, what happened was the corporate team gained access to APF authorized libraries. This is a very critical area of the mainframe. It's an area where if you implant malware, then the malware runs in an authorized state. And so CEM immediately fired alert when corporate accessed that library, And the security administrators at first were freaking out. They're like, what? How did someone get there? And so they immediately called corporate and said, hey, are you guys up to something here? And corporate said, how did you know? Well, they had CEM in place. So the pen test ended within minutes of starting, and Mainframe passed with flying colors.
Last question, I want to find out from you, what is the biggest misconception about mainframe security in 2025?
Ooh, there are a number of misconceptions, so let me take that from two different angles. One would be, if you are a corporate CISO or CIO, you may have the misconception that the mainframe is inherently secure or secure enough, meaning, if I had $1 to spend, I would spend that on securing endpoints or my front ends. The misconception there is that while the mainframe is the most secureable platform, you need to do some work. You need to turn on those security controls in order to keep it up to snuff with the cat and mouse game that we see happening out there. So that's from the perspective of corporate. Now, if you go within the mainframe organization itself, what you find there, as I mentioned before, is that mainframe security teams are a bit stressed. They're responding to compliance requests, and it's hard to find time in the day to actually take a step forward. So the misconception there is that implementing mainframe security is onerous and scary. But actually that's not true, because we here at Broadcom have been focusing very much on user experience so that you can quickly implement these controls and not have anything go wrong.
Great. Well, Ravi, thank you for your time.
Thank you.